Hi guys, welcome to Bathtub Bran. This is Allison Cummings.
Hello.
And a little nugget.
Oh, Porter, look at the camera.
Did people make fun of your last name growing up?
Yes.
They did.
Are you Allison Cummings or are you Allison Goings?
It's Bathtub Bran.
So I'm interviewing Canada Dance Festival artists and choreographers for the festival in Ottawa, June 9th to 15th.
Yep.
And what piece are you doing at CDF?
It's a piece called Final Savage Land, which is an installation dance theater piece with two dancers and two designers who design live. But they all go off each other, so it's more like a quartet as opposed to a duet.
What's your dance background? Where are you from?
Let's see, well, contemporary dance is my background.
Okay.
Graduated from the School of Toronto Dance Theatre like a million years ago. I've worked a lot in experimental theatre, and I've worked in sort of more interdisciplinary, more like visual / performance stuff, like overseas a lot. I'm a dance artist at my base, but movement is not always the base of my creative work. Soar for Punching is the name of my company.
You're the choreographer or artistic director, dancer?
I guess you could say artistic director. It's sort of like an umbrella name for my artistic activity. So Soar for Punching You comes from when I was in grade 1. There was a little girl named Maya, and she used to bully me. Mrs. Pena, who was my first grade teacher, made her write me a note, and it says, "Allison, I'm sore for punching you, love Maya," and I carry it with me because obviously she didn't get sore and sorry, right? But I think it's more profound.
Do you have a favorite song?
Right now, my favorite song is "A Little Less Conversation, a Little More Action" by Elvis Presley.
What's your zodiac sign?
Leo. I love baking.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really good at it. I like baking because when you're like choreographing or creating, you don't really see an end result for a long time, and it's not exact, and it's always questions. And when you're baking, it's like, if I do this, this, and this will happen, and then it does usually, and it's usually really good results.
How old are you?
40.
What?
Everyone told me that my life was going to change when I turned 40, and that everything was going to, but I had a baby.
Yeah.
Just before I turned 40. So it did change, but not in the way people told me it was going to change. I don't think Porter's ever seen bubbles before.
Really?
Can you imagine your first time seeing bubbles? We're about to witness it.
Do you have a favorite film?
Stand By Me.
Where do you like to travel to?
I have spent lots and lots of time in West Africa and lots of time in Southeast Asia. I was a Deadhead for many years. I followed the Grateful Dead.
What are their songs? Do you read? Are you a reader?
I'm a very big, very, very big reader.
What books do you read?
I read fiction.
Yeah, or what author do you like?
I love Murakami.
Yeah? Okay.
Hey, Ben Okri is a Nigerian writer, and he wrote it. He wrote it. To make me look like an idiot, I will hunt you down.
Okay.
I wasn't very studious. I spent most of my high school years following the Grateful Dead.
Yeah?
No, because I was following the Grateful Dead.
Oh, you actually followed them?
Like I actually was
physically?
Physically. Like the real deal.
The real deal. That's a Grateful Dead song, right? Could you tell me what Final Savage Land is about?
It's about survival and that it takes, I guess, both positive and negative to survive, and not necessarily human survival, but for anything that is trying to live.
How did you come to this idea, and how did you make it into a stage performance?
Well, it started with a piece by Arvo Part called Ferlina. There's a video of Arvo Part explaining to a group of piano students how to approach playing this piece. And he got into this really sort of deep thing where he was trying to explain this relationship between the notes, and it took on this kind of form, and all of a sudden he was just like, this is a very complicated relationship. And what's so interesting about that is that the piece itself is so sparse.